guys, today is day 15 and this is the last week of our training, so we're going to dive deep into the art of communication. Now, it's a dance that you might have to invest a little bit more time in. There's been a lot of different books that I've read to be able to improve my speaking skills, my communication skills, more importantly, my listening skills. So this is going to be Communication 101. And in order to improve yourselves, I highly encourage you to take a look at the books I'm going to have listed that have helped me be able to better my skills. And I'm pulling from these books this week to help you guys. But if you want to dive deeper even more, the books that I'm going to list are going to be key in helping you guys be able to become better connectors and what I like to call trusted advisors to those around you. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is that in order to add value, because we're talking about adding value to people's lives, you need to be able to value the people you're talking to. And in order to value them, you need to know about them. A lot of times we think, okay, we've got this great opportunity, we need to just get this out to everybody. And that's true, but we need to know how to propose it, how to fill in the needs, fill in the gaps that people have in their lives. And unless you know what those gaps are, then you really are just pushing stuff on other people. So we're going to talk today about the acronym FORM. Now, when you're talking to somebody, you want to make sure, and I've heard a lot of coaches ask, well, how do you know when to invite them? When you have a good, comfortable conversation going with somebody, and a lot of times I've kind of frozen and gone, what do I say? I don't know. I'm stuck. Especially live scenarios, like at the grocery store. You want to start a conversation with somebody. You might not know them. What do you say? What do you do? Begin with a compliment. People love to be complimented. They love to be recognized. They love to be validated. So validate somebody. It might be the only compliment they get that day. Start with a compliment. Then what helped me is this acronym FORM to continue a conversation. FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and then your message. When you're able to kind of feel like there's some trust, there's a conversation going, and you're able to fill in information about the person in the family, occupation, and recreation blocks, then that means that they are freely opening up and giving you information about themselves. And from there, you can find where their strengths, where their interests, where their needs are in those areas. So when I'm talking to somebody, say I'm at the grocery store, and I'm like, oh my gosh, your shoes are so cute. I really like them. Where'd you get them? And they'll tell me where they got them from. Oh, so are you from here? Do you have family around? Are you married? How many kids do you have? Asking questions about their family life. Have you always lived here? And even the family can include, do you have kids who live around here? What do who are you? Sort of deal. And then moving into occupation. Well, are you a stay-at-home mom? Or what do you do for work? What brought you here? You have family over here. Why are you here in Utah? That sort of thing. Learning more about their work and what they do during the day. Asking questions like, well, what do you like about that? How long have you worked there? Now, especially at a grocery store, it's kind of hard to have a really in-depth conversation, but it can be quick little things. Oh, are you from here? Oh, okay. Well, when did you move here? Are you going to school? That's always Utah, Provo, lots of colleges. So are you going to school here? Oh, what are you going to school for? What got you interested in that sort of deal? And then talking about recreation. Well, what do you do when you're not going to school? Well, what do you do when you're not going to work? So my husband and I are always looking for new date ideas. What do you and your husband like to do best? What's cool here in the area? Do you like to travel? Are you an outdoors person? What's the favorite movie that you've just seen? And especially it's a lot easier to have this conversation online when you have some more time. But finding out a little bit more about them, because they're going to tell you, they either are a stay-at-home mom and they have so many kids and, they're, especially the questions, what do you like about that? What do you not like about that? Those are going to give you keys of where their needs are. And then the message, well, when we go back to our invite, The first message is, well, hey, I'd love to connect. Since we're both living here and both moms, I'd love to connect on Facebook. We have a few play groups, or I'd love to have your kids over or get to know somebody. Especially if they're, my age and have the same interests of kids and stuff like that. Hey, maybe our kids could get together. Maybe we can set up a play date. That sort of thing, to connect. And connecting on Facebook, a lot of people won't even think twice. Are you on Facebook? Awesome, cool. What's your email address? I'm connected to that. Or what's your name so I can find you? Okay, I just sent you a friend request. Super, super easy. It just makes it flow a lot more. And the funny thing is, a lot of people have said, well, I don't even know your name. Like at the end of our conversation, well, I don't even know your name. Oh, I'm Lori Randall. I'm going to be sending you, that's Lori Kane Randall's person who's going to be sending you a friend request. Or, well, where are you from? And that makes me feel so good because the conversation wasn't about me, it was about them. And then the second invite is after you go through those things and you're connected on Facebook, or if it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, go through those things. Hey, it's been forever since we've been at Forest View. Life looks like it's treating you well. What's you been up to? Really? Are you married? Do you have kids? Where are you living now? What are you doing for work? My gosh, what do you love about that? Asking them questions like that. Well, hey, I don't know if you know what a Beachbody coach is or if you've heard of P90X or Insanity. There's a whole slew of different programs out there, and I'm putting together a Facebook group full of moms just like you who want to get fit but just haven't quite had the time, and so then you go into your invite to a challenge group. So using the form, just think of it: family, occupation, recreation, and then your message, really helps to be able to focus the attention on them, learn more about them. And here's the one thing that I always like to recommend when you're talking to somebody, and you don't want to get into a robotic, mechanical, check off the list of things that you've asked them, because people will hear your words, but they'll feel your attitude. So my best advice to a new coach is become curious. Seriously, I love learning about people's stories, whether or not I'm going to connect them right then to a Beachbody program, or whether it's just something inspiring, finding out who they are, where they are, why they're there in life, what are they doing, what do they love, what's been their biggest inspirational moment. It's just really fun to learn about people. Now, if you're not a people person, that is totally cool, because I was not. And I still have a hard time being an introvert, putting myself out there. But that's where we as introverts excel, because it's a lot easier for us to ask a question and then shut up and listen. Extroverts, when you talk to somebody, ask a question and then think of yourself as putting a piece of duct tape over your mouth. Stop talking and let them tell you who they are. Let them tell you their story. And listen. Become a big listener. A lot of people don't have listeners in their lives. A lot of people have people come to them and just talk. So become a listener. Ask those questions. Be generally curious and interested in that person. Be on social media. That's where you're interesting and gathering people, and people are coming to check you out and what you're doing. When you're talking to somebody, you be interested in them. Ask questions and then let them talk, because it might be the only time somebody's listening to them all day. So open up with a compliment, remember the acronym FORM, and then shut up and listen. All right, we'll talk more about this tomorrow.